Good day, everyone, and welcome to another exciting vocab lesson. This is week 23 for my 7th grade students, and here's a list of the words this week. Swelter, twilight, spat, invest, incentive, and glee. Let's jump into the words and find out what they mean. The first word this week is swelter. Swelter. Now, this is a verb, and it means to suffer from oppressive heat. Here where I live in Florida, we definitely swelter in the summer months. If you go outside and it's way too hot and you're sweating, you are sweltering. This fire here, if you stand too close to it, you will begin to swelter. It gets too hot. So synonyms of this would be broil, sweat, wilt, boil, fry, perspire, and roast. Swelter. The next word this week is twilight. Twilight. And that is a noun, so it's a time of day. And it's the soft, diffuse light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon, either from daybreak to sunrise, or more commonly, from sunset to nightfall. It's also the period in the morning, or more commonly in the evening, during which the light prevails. So as the sun's going down and there's kind of this nice soft glow outside, this is called twilight. So synonyms of this would be dusk, sunset, evening, nightfall, and sundown. Twilight. The next word this week is spat. A spat. Now this is a noun, but it can also be used as a verb if two people are spatting with one another. But it's typically a thing, and it's a petty quarrel, a light blow, slap, or smack. So when you're spatting with someone, you're rah, 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 arguing back and forth, and you are discussing things that usually don't have great importance. A spat is usually just a disagreement about something silly, but it can often get pretty heated. So when two people disagree about the way the chores were done at the house, or if they disagree about one person's viewpoint over another person's viewpoint, this is called a spat. Synonyms might be altercation, bickering, disagree, argue, feud, squabble, and strife. Or it could be a tiff. Spat. The next word this week is invest. Invest. And this is a verb, so it's something that you have to do. And it means to put money to use by purchase or expenditure in something offering potential profitable returns as interest, income, or appreciation in value. So as you can see in this picture here, this man looks like a businessman, and if he invests correctly, then the money that he invests at the beginning will raise in value and hopefully become more valuable. It means to use money as an accumulating something, to use, give, or devote as for a purpose or to achieve something. So you don't just have to invest money. You can invest time in a relationship. You can invest time in a hobby. You can invest your gifts and talents to the betterment of your community. It's anytime you invest or give something of yourself to better something else. So synonyms of this would be devote, spend, supply, lend, entrust, loan, stake, buy into, or buy stock. Invest. The next word this week is incentive. Incentive. Now, this is a noun, so it's a thing. And it can also become a verb if you say incentivize, where you do an incentive for someone else. And this is something that incites or tends to incite the action or greater effort as a reward offered for increased productivity. You can also use it as an adjective, inciting as to action, stimulating, or provocative. It's really when you provide some sort of reward to someone, like a prize, or oftentimes teachers will incentivize their students with candy or the promise of outside time or free time if students get their work done. So it's in like the workforce, you can incentivize with money. You can say, hey, if you do your job well, I will incentivize you with money. It's like a little bit of a reward for hard work and getting things done. Synonyms would be like encouragement, enticement, motivation, reason, stimulus, allure, and bait. Incentive. So the last word this week is glee. Glee. Now this is a noun, so it's a thing, and it's open delight or pleasure. I might even use it as an adjective to describe someone. So if I say that person has glee, I might be describing them. Exultant joy, exultation. So you might have glee when you're eating your favorite food. You might have glee when you're around your favorite person, reading your favorite book, watching your favorite movie. Things that give you joy give you glee. So synonyms would be delight, joy, pleasure, enjoyment, gladness, and triumph. Glee. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was week 23 for my 7th grade students, and our words were swelter, twilight, spat, invest, incentive, and glee. Thanks again for joining us. I hope to see you next time. Bye.